very quickly. Again, nothing perfect about it. Several hands, and I think in this particular one, it'd be nice if the hands were of different colors to even represent the idea that anybody can vote and has an equal say. And what I'll do probably as well is have maybe this one stand out most and the ones in the background not quite as much to really get in the moment of that. So there's another hand, and I'll just quickly sketch in a couple more and then we'll get started on the media work. Okay, at this point it's just like we had done in the last video there, where we're going to do a quick paint wash. And again, I've chosen some colors that are put together to make up colors I might be wanting to use. And as you see, I'm kind of gesturally painting, which means just a quick wash of color. No need to make it perfect. That is certainly not the point. We just want to get that basic color down in a nice wash format. So I've got a little bit of variation here. This color here being a little bit stronger, I'm going to add a little bit more yellow to do that and get it there a little bit stronger. Got a little bit of a yellowy color working back here. This one almost looks green at this point, but that is absolutely okay because it's not all about having the exact color when you do this multimedia work. In fact, I might choose to use some blues and greens on this one too. I might choose as well, I'm just going to quickly scratch some black down here. I might choose to go with a little bit of a dark background in this one so that the hands really stand out. So I'm going to go ahead and wash some dark color in the background there. And that just takes a second, as you can see. Not a big deal. Again, not trying to be accurate and perfect. Just filling in color on your page, and then we'll give it a chance to dry. And so here we are, back again with a dry version of that washed color image of the hands voting and making their say be known. And it's a nice close-up, a nice dramatic view. It's got a real movement feel to it. So what we're going to do now is go back in to use some other media. I'm going to use the chalk pastel this time so you can get a different view on how this one works. So I'm just going to choose some colors at random here. You know what, I might use this orange first. Why not, right? So I want this one to stand out a lot. So I'm going to use this nice strong orange. Again, keeping in mind, it's not so much the choice of color that's appropriate for the skin tone, but appropriate for what it is that you're trying to communicate. You really want this to stand out and have something to say. So I'm going to go ahead and just go over those darker lines off to the side, the shadow. I've got a light source here, got a darker bit on the side of each of those fingers. Some of these lines kind of really stand out, like so. Now, it looks a little crazy to you, of course, but we're going to go back in. We're going to blend some of those colors just a bit, not so much, and then back in maybe with some green, just a bit, a little bit of blue, why not? Really make it stand out. What is this hand trying to say? Here we go. Yellow. We're starting to see that this image is getting really bright and colorful in there, and that's when we take opportunity with our black pastel pencil, black charcoal pencil, come back in and really reshape what we've done. Here's my thumb, and let's use our hands. Remember, it's nothing wrong with using that. In fact, that's a great idea to make sure you get your form in there. Gestural drawing, not taking a lot of time to do it, being very cautious just to go quickly, but maintain some sense of form. You don't want to be too scribbly so you can't recognize what you've done, right? You want to still maintain. There's my hand, gone in, and there's a real sense of voice in this image. Blam, out in front and center. I'm going to go ahead and put this border nice and black and strong. Got the other hands in the background, not quite as loud as this one, so I might want to go back and say, well, they've got something to say too. I like that we're all together in this, but it's this first hand that I really want to stand out. So maybe I'll add a little bit of green to these ones. Go back in with my pastel pencil. Those hands are here as well. Give them a voice. Be heard. Simple as that. Okay, so letting the students experiment with what it is they really want to say is going to get this activity to the core. You can't do anything really wrong in terms of what it is they're trying to say, and you certainly can't do anything wrong in terms of your color choices, as long as you're remembering you've got a light source, you've got a definite brighter area, a mid-tone, and you've got your black pencil or your black marker to really give it that final oomph. These pieces are definitely something you would want to display and have students really proud of their opinion and their voice. This is a great activity to go with drama, so they could do that tableau bit first and really experiment with what actions and what facial expressions or what hand movements or gestures really are at the core of a statement. Good luck with this activity. I think it's something that you'll find some real success with and the students will be proud of.